Welcome everyone to the Side Drive Podcast, and welcome to our review of the Next Era 250 Truck Series race from Daytona. And man, was it awesome. Great way to start off the season. First photo finish of the season.
Yeah, I've been waiting all season is to see the trucks start racing, especially at Daytona. I mean, it's just something to look forward to, and they just delivered tonight.
So first up, we can't have a Daytona race without a little rain delay, so delayed about 45 minutes. Nothing too bad there.
Seems like it's kind of a normal here lately.
Yeah. And it always starts raining right at race time for some reason.
Yeah, I mean, be clear all day. We get ready to go racing, and the rain comes. So.
Yeah. So earlier today, Riley Herbst was on the pole. He got the pole. Brett Moffitt started outside pole. First off, the outside line did not go. Just I guess with the green racetrack, all the rain, all the rubber faded off from the outside line. So no traction there yet.
Yeah, usually it takes a while to get the rubber put back down, and the track changes all the time anyway. So, sometimes the high line will get going, and sometimes the low line. So yeah, once the race gets started, it's hard to really tell where you're gonna go.
In 19 of Kraus, he said he had a tire issue of vibration, but him being a rookie, I don't think it actually was. But that's the best way to be as a rookie. Don't feel like you have a vibration, stay out, blow a tire and crash. It's better safe than sorry.
Yeah, especially when you're a rookie. At Daytona, it's just nerves get to you sometimes.
Yeah. So, but then there would be a big crash with Ty Majeski, Michael Wayne Self, or Austin Wayne Self. I got them mixed up from the ARCA. Austin Wayne Self, and then Fogelman in the 02. Brennan Poole got a little bit of damage, and Chastain had some damage from the back. And what happened here was, I guess Todd Gillen just had this bad push on Fogelman, and that drifted Fogelman up into Austin Wayne Self. Then turned into Majeski. The Majeski flipped multiple times, landed on his lid, and it took him a little while to get out.
Yeah, he went just sliding on his top, and that's always tough, because you're just hanging there. You can't do nothing but hang in, just go along for a ride. So.
Yeah, like a bad roller coaster ride, isn't it? It's probably no fun, especially. Yeah. It's like a roller coaster ride that got stuck while he was on the loop-de-loop, and you're just stuck there. So
that'd be pretty bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like the trucks is kind of they're really loose. They ain't got really good control on these. They're just like right on edge.
And then some of the leaders would stay out, and the other half of the field would come to pit. Leaders stayed out just to get some stage points. Riley Herbst would win stage 1. That's one playoff point for him.
Yeah. Yeah, I knew that he was pretty good in the past. He's always ran very well. So here he gets the stage win and just building his confidence.
And Johnny Sauter would slide through his pit stall, and then it would be Enfinger versus Rafael Lessard. Enfinger would take the lead very early on in that run. Zane Smith would have to come down the pit road a few laps later due to his window net coming off, and that's not very safe.
Yeah, when NASCAR sees that, they make you come in. And, you got to have the window net up, just for safety.
Yeah, I know. I don't know how warm it is in Daytona. I know you want to roll the window down, but that's just not a safe way to do so. Then Sheldon Creed would battle Enfinger for a few laps, and then the number 9 of Robot, he would spin, no caution. Grant Enfinger would win stage 2, and the 9, he would go back and finish third. So after spinning, almost pulled a Kyle Busch in the Clash a few years ago.
Yeah, so no matter what happens during the race, stay in it. And what happens.
Yeah, so we get into stage 3, it kind of ramped up a little bit.
As it always does.
We had some speeders and uncontrolled tire. Derek Kraus was speeding, Chastain and Sauter uncontrolled tire, so that was a penalty there. Ben Rhodes would lead, then it would be him, Hill, and Enfinger. They would battle for a while. Stuart Friesen would make his way up there with some contact with Sheldon Creed. Somehow that wasn't a wreck. I don't know how.
Yeah, it looked like, it looked like they was trying to wreck several laps, but I ain't sure what these trucks do. They can just wreck in every corner and not actually wreck. It's like, here it comes. Nope.
I mean, like, some of these guys were like almost completely sideways, and it's still going. So,
yeah, I guess they think they're at Eldora or something and just trying to short track it a little bit. You can dirt track it.
Dirt to Daytona. Well,
yeah.
Daytona in dirt.
Yeah.
I wonder how that would be. Probably not very good.
I don't know. That'd be
idea for the All-Star race.
That'd be some different power slides in the turns there.
So Brett Moffitt was talking about a shock maybe breaking on the truck, and a couple laps later he'd be assured that it broke because Angela Ruck got into, it was either the 19 or the 7, I believe it was the 19, spun it around, got Fogelman, Dozat, Moffitt, Kraus, Zane Smith, and Christian Eckes. They all, I think Kraus was able to keep it going, but everyone else not very good. The Fogelman, his truck was on fire, and Duzat, he was sponsored by firefighters, the fire department, and crashed into the truck that was on fire. So,
that's kind of ironic.
Yeah, you never really want to have a fire department sponsor on their truck, because there's some insured irony there.
Yes, definitely.
So then after all that got cleaned up, Stuart Friesen would lead, and then the 97 he would spin on pit road during that pit cycle, and it'd be Friesen versus Enfinger. Enfinger would lead early on, but he would get trapped in the middle line and just got sucked all the way to the back of that line.
Yeah, it's usually the way a typical Daytona goes. You get in that little sucker hole, as they call it, and you go from the front to the back. Seems the way it goes.
And then it'd be Friesen versus Ben Rhodes for the remainder of that run. But Friesen, he was really loose, and that really...
You can really tell that his truck was very loose, and a lot of his trucks is really loose tonight. I mean, it's just like almost the air with all the trucks around them was just like they was out of control. And like I said, like they was wrecking every corner.
Yeah. Somehow Friesen doesn't wreck it again, and I don't think he was able to get back up there, but up until the big one happened. The number 4 Lassard, he almost spun, great save, but then the big crash would happen after that. I think got him in it anyway.
Yeah, that's the way it usually goes.
Yeah, and Ben Rhodes was leading at this point. It was him and Sheldon Creed. They was battling it out. It looked like Ben Rhodes had the best truck, except for it was really loose. Then they got 3 wide with Grant Enfinger, Ben Rhodes, and Sheldon Creed, and then
it's definitely not good to be 3 wide with a really loose truck, because pretty much you're going to lose control at one point, and then somebody's going to bump you, and next thing you know, you're going around.
Yeah, with around 5 to go.
Then the whole field goes.
5 to go somewhere in there. You can't just say, well, I got a loose truck, I need to back it off a little bit. You got to go for it. It's checkers or wreckers, and unfortunately for Ben Rhodes, it was wreckers. Took out him, Friesen, Todd Gilliland, who was a great pusher for Ben Rhodes.
It took a lot of the KBM trucks out too. So.
Yeah, a little bit of irony there. So the 15, Tanner Gray, the 51, Riley Herbst, the 26, Ankrum, Crafton got a little bit, Christian Eckes did as well, Jesse Little barely touched the wall, got spun around. Yeah. But it's not technically a save, but It was a great almost save.
Yeah, I noticed that Crafton, he just barely did get some damage on the left side. I ain't sure if he hit the wall or not, but he made it through. He was like, man, pretty cool.
And the 56, 13, and the 2. There was probably many more. I didn't get an official list of who was all in it. So
when they're going everywhere, it's hard to really tell who's
who's
getting hit and who's getting through. So
it's like those kids when they're playing the Hot Wheels. They just jumble them up. That's what happens.
Yeah.
Then we'd have one more restart, overtime. And Jordan Anderson found himself in the 6th position.
6th position. I mean, we were so excited. You know, Emily, she's on the show with us, and she predicted that Jordan Anderson was going to win Daytona, and I was like, oh my gosh, he might have a chance out here. So
yeah, and he made his way through the top 5 pretty well. Got to the back bumper of Enfinger, and it looked like, you know, he's done this a bunch of times.
Yeah.
You know, it looks like he was a veteran who's won many super speedway races, and this is close as he's ever gotten to that first victory. Almost got it, missed it by just that much.
Yeah, he made some great moves right there. You know, just I believe Enfinger wouldn't have come up and bumped him. I believe he would have got past him, but it's just you know, tough racing right there. You know, you got to get the draft, you get the side draft, or you know, any kind of draft you can, and get the advantage of the other driver. And ain't sure if everybody was just really cared if Enfinger won. Everybody's so excited.
Yeah,
Jordan Anderson won.
Twitter has erupted with this because, you know, Jordan is probably the most hardworking driver out there. He's done pretty much everything. Worked.
Yeah, because he built his team from scratch and doing it the hard way and trying to be the owner and driver and all that. You know, you seen him with just a little car hauler come to the races, and now he's moved to the big leagues. He's got the hauler. He just announced his new shop this year with Austin Wayne Self, and he's really got some confidence now. And what does this do to him coming in second at Daytona with like a foot and a half of victory right there? Like, that's just like crazy.
Yeah, and you know, you can't fault Enfinger for banging him in a little bit there because, you know, you want to win.
Yeah,
and it was just one of those great Daytona finishes. You know, it wasn't a crash to the finish. It wasn't a half destroyed car, you know, just cruising away to a finish. It was just one of those awesome Truck Series moments. It reminded me of Eldora from 2018 a little bit, you know, just sliding there. And also the 2016 Daytona 500. It was just a really awesome finish.
Yeah.
I wish Jordan could have got it, but congratulations to Grant Enfinger as well.
Yeah, like if you hadn't seen our interview with Jordan Anderson, just go ahead and watch it, because he said if he won Daytona he'd cry, but I believe, you know, he finished second, and he said he's also worried, but you know, that's like the longest interview right there.
That was the greatest interview I've ever heard. It was just awesome.
I think if he would have won Daytona, he'd probably been talking to next week about
we would still be here listening to his interview. But yeah, it's great to see that. It's really refreshing to the sport, because we're so used to the interviews now being just so copy paste, say just about the same thing. And you know, Jordan plugged a lot of people, even NASCAR 2003. So
yeah,
you know, the video game. So it was just a lot of energy, and I feel like NASCAR's missed a lot of that the past couple of years.
Yeah, it's good to see that raw passion for the sport.
Yeah, so
and, you know, it's really great to see that, you know, that drive, and once you get so excited, and you know, I think we might be able to see him in victory lane this year at some point, and who knows what this confidence is going to do to that team.
Yeah, he had the raw speed to make that move. He would have won if it wasn't for the contact that him and Enfinger made. You know, he had that raw speed against, you know, one of the giants in this sport. And so I think that really entails, I mean, I know this is a super speedway, but you know, we'll see what he can do at Las Vegas next week. I'm not saying he's going to go out there and dominate and win, but
the confidence comes a long way.
Yeah,
and just can't wait to see what he's going to do later in the year. And just real excited for him and that team. And I really love the trucks. I mean, they're so awesome.
Favorite series out of all three.
And for all the haters out there, Natalie Decker finishes 5th. And she ran a good race.
Yeah, there's just so many underdogs that finished in the top 5. It's just so beautiful. I know, like, half the field got taken out in that one wreck, but
you got to make it to the end. You got to survive and make it to the end.
And I know they talk so much about the people that stayed back. They don't have a chance, and they almost got that victory. And super speedway racing is a great thing, and it can be a bad thing as well. But today was awesome.
Yeah,
got to see a photo finish. Feel like it's been forever since we've seen one of those. I don't even know when the last one was. But
it's gonna be a great year this year in the truck series. Just looking forward to it.
Yeah, it's just awesome, and there's so much passion right now out of everybody, and
we're so excited too. I don't know what to do.
So excited, like I said, for the 9 Cody Robaugh, and I don't even remember all these underdogs, but
I'm about to look it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, Derek Kraus.
Yeah, Derek Kraus. Come back from that adversity, come back and get that top 5, and just so many awesome stories from this race, and really hope that is what is in store for the rest of the races this weekend.
Yes.
And I hope you enjoyed it. Congratulations again to Grant Enfinger. We normally don't say congratulations to the second place driver too, but with that awesome energy that he had, and all the fans that's pulling for him, congratulations to Jordan Anderson as well.
Yeah, because if he could have won, he'd been locked in, to the playoffs. It would be pretty awesome.
Yeah, and Thor Sport, they come off the championship. I know it was a different driver, but had a rough playoffs for most of their drivers. Got off to a good start so far. They got one of their drivers locked in into their, and also it's their 25th season, so it could be a big season for them as well.
Yeah, Enfinger, he's always good at these speedway races, and they finally won the Daytona race. And, congratulations to him.
Yeah, so can't wait for more truck races. We got 2 more Daytona races. The Xfinity is next tomorrow. Looking forward to that one as well.
Yeah, I just want to line them back up and just go again.
Let's do it again. Let's do it 5 times a day. Let's do it. Really enjoyed this race. 10 out of 10. I know it's only one race of the season, but could be the best race all year. So
possible.
We'll see what Las Vegas has in store for the trucks next week, and we'll see you on our race reviews throughout this weekend. Subscribe for more. We'll see you then.